Hello, welcome to College Biology here at Van Horn High School. We are going to take a few minutes here. I'm going to show you just a quick run through of how this class is going to work with Canvas because we actually have two different Canvas platforms that we're going to be using this year. So this is the Van Horn High School homepage for College Biology. You're going to look here for announcements, and there's also a calendar down here that will tell you how long you have before your next unit of assignments close. All of our assignments are going to close on test day at midnight. So once this timer hits 0, you cannot turn anything in anymore from that unit. And then down below that is the timer for the next break. So the main thing you need to know about working in Canvas in our class is we are going to live in the modules section. So when you log in, check the announcements and then go straight to modules, and it's going to show you all of the information that's been made available to you. You're going to go to the correct week and the date. I'm actually going to go into week 2 just because that's where the lesson is that I need to show you. So the correct week, then the correct date. So we are going to pretend that today is Friday the 29th, and we're going to click on this lesson for the day. And this will give you all the information you need to be successful with today's lesson, whether you are in class or at home. So everything is here. All of these lessons are going to start with the goals for the day, and then the bell work, which is the starter. Today's for the 29th, that is the chapter 1 quiz. Hopefully you would have read it by then. And then you have the lesson section. So all of this is information you need in order to be successful in the lesson. It's also going to have a section here at the bottom that reminds you that when you're doing lessons that tell you to go to the Missouri Western Canvas, you're going to go to the Missouri Western Canvas, go to the modules page, find the correct unit and the correct assignment. And this should have the proper assignment in it every day. You'll want to save your Missouri Western Canvas as a pinned tab. So right up here where all the pinned tabs are, because we are going to use that almost every day. 90% of what we do in class is on the Missouri Western Canvas. So you are going to need to make sure that you have access to it. As far as passwords go for Missouri Western, I cannot access your passwords. I can't help with that at all. So make sure it's something that you're going to remember so that you don't have to come tell me I don't know my password and then have to call the help desk and have everything reset. So make it something you'll remember. And I would just click on that button that says save password so that it automatically logs you in each time. The next part down here is your assignment. This is important because this is going to tell you what you need to turn in. And if there's more than one thing in here, it's usually bullet pointed, and you want to make sure you do both of them or all 3 of them, however many there are. So first of all, you're going to complete parts 1 through 4 of the Shape Cube assignment on the Missouri Western website. I will show that to you in just a second when we get over there to it. The second thing you have to do today for this assignment is answer the Shape Cube conclusion assignment here on the high school Canvas. So this is one of the few assignments that you're going to have over here on the Van Horn Canvas. Typically, this is going to be your chapter quizzes and your chapter homework from the readings of the textbook, and that's going to be about it. There are occasionally some of these other assignments thrown in, but again, 90% of what we're doing is on that other canvas. So bookmark your Missouri Western Canvas. I'm going to take you over there right now. There's a link here to the assignment for the activity, but if you have it bookmarked, it looks like this. It's got this little kind of red circle up here. So if you would have that bookmarked, I am going to go to the course home just to show you where it's going to bring you into. So you can bookmark this home page, or what I would recommend you do is go down here to modules, open up the modules, and then bookmark the modules page in your browser. That way it takes you straight into this anytime you go onto it. The pinned tab or the bookmark, either way. I love the pinned tab because it just keeps it right there ready for you, and all you have to do then is click over to the tab. So you go onto the modules page, and it's going to show you everything that's available to you right now. So this introduction module is just nuts and bolts, things you need to know to make it in the class. Here's our syllabus. It is basically the same as the Van Horn syllabus, but they have left out the AI section. You are not allowed to use AI on your assignments in here. If I come across an assignment and I find out you've used AI on it, you will get a 0. You must come up with your work out of your own head, okay? Using AI is just like having somebody else write the paper for you. It's no different. You need to come up with it. It needs to be your own original work. AI gets you zeros. All right. Course-specific items. This is just extra information, again, what the course is about, some things like that. Information about Dr. Myers, his background, things. And then this last one is the most important to you guys probably. When we go do our campus visit in October, you are going to get a free t-shirt from the Early College Academy. So you want to fill out this survey here. It's just real quick. Give us your t-shirt size. That way they have them ready for us when we get there. And we also do get vouchers for free lunch now. That is a new thing that the new director put back in place last year. We used to, and then they kind of got away from that. But that is a thing again. So they will give you a voucher for the cafeteria. So you can go into the cafeteria and eat for free for the day that we're there. They do also have a food court with I believe, a Subway and a Chipotle. The voucher doesn't work there. If you're going to eat at the food court, you need to bring your own money. You're probably going to need about $15 to eat if you go to the food court. That's a rough estimate. You might want to bring a little extra just in case. They do take credit cards. And I think it's $13, $14 to eat in the cafeteria. But again, it's free for us with the vouchers. All right. So our lessons in here, when you click in here and you're looking for the lesson, over here it says we are doing the Shape Cube lesson. So we're going to go to Introduction to Science and Biology, Shape Cube parts 1 through 4. This one is our 2-day lesson, so you actually have 2 days to complete all this, which is great. You are going to go through, find Nature of Science, Science and Biology here, Observing Phenomena, and then go through the Shape Cube. So you're looking at Shape Cube 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the lessons we're doing. It is super important when you have lessons in the Missouri Western Canvas that you do them in order. There's one exception with the Spinning Girl that we're going to do that we kind of do out of order, just because she can be done before we have enrolled if necessary. But otherwise, you're going to be doing these in order. He has these chunked for you. So this Shape Cube lesson is all one lesson, but he has it in 4 pieces for you. So you'll go in and do Shape Cube 1, turn in the item that he's asking you to turn in, do that work. Then when you finish, you move on to Shape Cube part 2, do that work, turn in what he says to you, and so on. If you do these out of order, then things are going to be messed up. You're not going to get the right process, and you're going to miss some things along the way. And it's not going to be as beneficial to you. So do them in order. And then you can see he's also got some resources here for you. Some PowerPoint slides, a video, those kinds of things. Sorry about the phone call. So when you come into class, quick summary. When you come into class, you're going to sit down, you're going to log on to Canvas unless I tell you different. You're going to work on your starter item, whatever that is, get that knocked out. Then we'll go on to the lesson section. You're going to read through that information, figure out what it is you need to do, and then go to your Missouri Western Canvas and do the assignment on there, or continue on and do the assignment on Van Horn Canvas. There will be days that you do both. Most of the time it's going to be on Missouri Western. You can always, every single day, log into the Van Horn Canvas to see what we did for that day. If you see stuff open on Canvas in Missouri Western's side, and you're not sure if we've done it or when or what order or whatever, always check the Van Horn Canvas to see what you need to do for that particular day, because it may be something that's open for the next day as well that you don't need to do yet. Okay? So come in, sit down, log into the Van Horn Canvas, do the starter, check the lesson for the day, go to the appropriate place, whether it's Van Horn or Missouri Western, do the lesson, turn it in. Okay? If you have any questions, I am here. I am always here to help with information. We'll go through a little bit more of what the course is going to look like once we are in here in person, and we'll talk about, guest speakers and those kinds of things. We are going to have 2 field trips. The first one is already scheduled for October 9th, so mark your calendars for that. The second one will be second semester, and that will be an all-day field trip. We'll leave partway through first hour, and we will be back sometime between 3 and 4 o'clock, so you'll need rides home probably. It depends on traffic. But that is how you manage to go through the class. Good luck. Hope you have a good semester, and I will see you in class.